Hello. Welcome back. Yes, I'm back. I had a few weeks off because, quite honestly, I just needed some time off. I needed time off from everything. And it was really nice to just be able to go back and just be with me and be in that sort of nice retreat space with myself. And during that time, I made lots of notes, and this is only one pad. And so a lot of the things that I'm sharing with you and or conveying to you is stuff that's been downloaded, that I've been inspired to write from my own guidance, but also the observations that I've been making and just conversations that I've had with many other people. So it's a collective of that information. And I'm happy to share it with you, as I think, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about sharing what we know. What's the point in keeping it, right? So I've been reflecting a lot, obviously, on the pandemic, what it's showing us, what it represents, and our role in that. And of course, that I've been reflecting a lot on, my own personal alignment with spirit, with whatever the creator is for you, whatever the divine energy is for you. So I have been reflecting a lot on that and seeing what I'm manifesting in my own life as a reflection of that. So I've been doing a lot just to try to align and heal and work through whatever's coming up, because there's certainly a lot of changes. I mean, I don't know if you're feeling it, but boy, I'm feeling this enormous sense of needing to change. So that's what I've been working on. And so, that there's a lot of worry. Now, the word worry came up a lot, and how people worry a lot. And I think we've certainly manifested a big worry, because if you think about it, this whole situation, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, every single person has been affected by what is happening on this planet, because every single person on this planet, we all have the same tools, the same abilities to think, to act, to feel, to imagine. We are all engineered the same way. And so how are we using this amazing engineering that we've been given? And I feel like, having Italian background, I grew up with a lot of worriers, the worry. And worry, what's that creating? More things to worry about. And so to me, the pandemic is sort of a reflection of that we've created this situation that's causing a lot of concern and worry. And so I thought, well, this is us. This is where we've been. We've all been worried about things or concerned about things, and here we are. We've manifested it on such a global level, right? So, and it's the same energy. Like I said, the same energy in every country. Every person, all of us have a level of worry. And of course, worry is based in fear. So it all comes down to the fear. But the worry and we worry and more worry and more worry, this keeps creating these situations that keep bringing more worry. There's no healing. There's just more situations to worry about. How is that helping the healing process? It's not at all. It's actually, creating more worry. So just imagine for a second, if every single human being in every single country around the world within the next 24 hours stopped and just sat with the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of feeling healthy and happy and joyful, how would that change the situation? I think probably within 2 or 3 days, we would transform this whole situation. Everything, and we're helping people transform. Those that are struggling, we help them with how we're vibrating into the world. So I've been thinking about that quite a lot. So you're either contributing to the problem or you're contributing to the solution. And how we contribute is, of course, through what we're feeling, what we're thinking, our energy. You know, we know that we're energetic beings, and so what are we vibrating out into the world? So whatever you're out there doing, you're contributing to the problem or the solution. And I appreciate that sometimes we don't always know we're contributing in various ways, and that's okay. But that's where awareness is so important. And as you all know, I'm a big advocate for meditation because of that, because meditation helps you become much more aware of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, how you're responding. And the more and more we can become aware of that, then we can change it if we need to. It is about changing our mindset. It is and changing the energy that we throw out into the world. Because if we don't, we're just going to keep this going. It's never going to end. But, you know, at the same time, it may never end. It's like AIDS. In the 80s, when the AIDS epidemic happened, you know, it was quite intense for those of you who lived that. The AIDS epidemic was very intense, and we all were worried then, right? And it never went away. AIDS never went away. We just learned to live with it in our society. You know, the medical institutions know how to deal with it. So this may never go away. So worrying about something is only contributing to the problem, or, you know, feeling insecure or feeling all those fear-based emotions is only contributing. So if you really want to make a difference right now and change the situation, it's about turning this around so that you're seeing things in a much more hopeful, loving, peaceful, faithful way, you know, and all those lovely words. And again, I appreciate it's not always easy, but that's where you've got to know where you are, and you've got to reach out to someone who can help you, or take the time to be with yourself, or do what you need to do for you. Because here's the other thing, that even though everybody is going through this, every single human being is going through this on the planet, it's an individual journey. It's not, you're not doing this with others. Even though it seems like it, it's not. It's an individual journey that we're going on. So what's the most important thing that you need to do in order to contribute to the positive, to contribute to the healing, to contribute to the solution? I feel the most important thing is to align yourself. As I said, I've been using these last few weeks to really do that for myself, to really do my best to get back into that alignment. And what do I mean by alignment? You're aligning with your inner deep self, which aligns with the creative self, which is the creator or divine self or God, whatever it is you want to use, whatever, you know, the source, whatever, I don't know, whatever it is that you believe in. I mean, they're all the same. It's the same energy. And so you know what I mean by that. And so aligning to that inner being and, you know, with the creator, then that's working through you, isn't it? That energy is working through you. And sometimes you just need to take the time to really just really get there and really be there, right? So, and the more and more we align with this energy, the sooner we're going to have a solution, the sooner we're going to resolve what is happening. The other thing that happens is the awareness that you get from alignment. That's the enlightenment. The awareness you get from this alignment with self is the awareness of how you can contribute better. What do you need to do for yourself that's going to then contribute in a positive way to what's happening within your family, your community, etc., your country, etc. Because it doesn't matter where you are. If we don't come back to this, I had someone come through meditation when I said that, you know, meditating helps the solution. They questioned it. Why? I mean, all we're doing is sitting here. Yes, but when you're sitting there, what are you doing? You're tuning in to that amazing creative energy, the energy that created this world, the energy that created everything in the universe. We're tuning into that, aligning with that. So if we can align with that and just sit in that and vibrate that out, you know, send that out into our community. If everybody did that, I mean, it's just like smudging the whole world instantly, you know, and turning the energy right around. And as I said, those that are not feeling good will feel it on some level and begin to change as well. So the whole idea of isolation, you know, I was really thinking about at this time of isolation, And the message is clear, for me at least, that it's about isolating yourself. Isolate yourself, into that more healing, loving energy. And that if you're not surrounded by people who are supportive, loving, or encouraging you or healing you at this time, then boy, I think it's time you move away from that. Because if you're in that situation, you're never going to heal. And it's not just about the COVID-19. This is about in general, all the healing we need to do. So if people are not supporting you in a way that encourages you to keep heading in the direction you want to go, that you believe is right for you, then they're not the people it's not healthy for you. They're not the healthy people around you. And so we've created this situation on the planet where we need to isolate ourselves to get healthy. But in reality, when, what we've done is that we put ourselves in situations, in circumstances, we surround ourselves in an environment with people that are not healthy for us. And so the message through isolation that I've come to understand is how important it is to isolate yourself if you need to, until you find your tribe, so to speak, right? As I said earlier, this is an individual journey. It's about finding yourself, right? Reconnecting with your higher self. It's about healing yourself. It's about creating that really healthy, robust self. Because I'm telling you, what's coming up, you're going to need to be really healthy, right? Even though everybody is going through this, the reality is that it is an individual experience, and we need to look at it that way. It's what's my journey? And especially if you're a parent, if you're a mother or a father, right? What you're doing is affecting your children. You're the teacher, you're the mentor. They look to you, right? Because they're needing guidance at this time. So you show them. You're not telling them, you show them. And if they see you aligning and strong and doing healthy habits, they're going to have those as well. But you're also helping them by just being in that healthy space, aren't you? So how do you help? Focusing on what's loving and what's beautiful and what's working for you. Because if you keep focusing on what's not working and the worrying and all of those things that you don't like, then we're never going to see the outcome. We're never going to see things totally healing, because it's impossible. It's impossible. Look, the truth is there's always going to be worry, right? People are always going to be worried. But as I said, this is an individual journey. So is that where you want to stay? Is that where you want to stay, in that worry? Oh my God, what's going to happen? Am I going to be all right? Well, first of all, yes, you're going to be all right. You align yourself with the life-giving force. You align yourself with the creative energy that's created this world. And boy, are you going to be all right, because that's what we're being asked to do. There is beauty all around you right now. And look at that. Focus that right now. Look at what's around you and focus on the things that you love. I mean, I'm just looking in my little space and I'm looking at my books and my music and my little photos. I love that, and it makes me feel good. So focusing on those things rather than focusing on what's lacking or what's not happening or all the fear-mongering that is going on, right? So acknowledge it, feel it, embrace that. You can have anything you want in this world, but you got to connect with it and you got to feel that, right? And we're not doing that. We're connecting with the fear. We're connecting with the worry. We're connecting with the, oh my God, what's going to happen next feeling. You know what? Whatever happens next, you're going to be ready, because that's the way life works. That's the cycle of life. Everything is a preparation for what's coming up next. If you're not ready, you're not going to handle it well, or it's not going to come up. When we want something in our life, it doesn't show up because we're not ready. We're not ready to embrace it. We're still in that, I'm not good enough, or it's not going to happen. So things trickle down. No, the universe is so giving and loving. If you can imagine the Amazon River watering a little pot plant, that's the energy of the universe. That's how much is out there. So there's so much, and it's not being used. not being used, just energy floating around. So that's why align yourself with that, get aligned with that, get a bit of that, use that for you, and then for the healing you need, and to help with what's happening on. Be prepared, not scared. Be prepared. And the more and more you can align yourself with that inner self, with your God self, with the divine, the more and more you're going to be prepared, the less and less you're going to be scared. And that's really big. And again, I know it's easier said than done. I know we're all going through that. But if we don't keep practicing it, right, it's a practice. You've got to keep doing it. You don't do it once. You're not exercising those spiritual muscles. They're going to become really flabby. So it's about doing that now. That, everything that shows up in your life is a preparation. It is a preparation for what's coming up. So use that training, right? So if you're going to keep worrying, more worry is going to show up. If you're going to believe in believe in yourself and believe that there is a solution, that's going to show up. Remember, it's the feeling that you're connected with, because you can have the thought, but it's the feeling that really drives that thought, right? You can have a feeling of anxiety, but if you give a lot of energy to that feeling of anxiety, then the thoughts will match, will only escalate that even more. So thought I turned that off. So keep doing your best to focus on the beauty around you, the feeling, really feel it, right? And you'll become that beauty. You become that beauty, and you can only create more beauty in your life. The path of beauty. I remember the discussion I had, and some Native American friends of mine, they use that term a lot, walk the path of beauty. And while it sounded lovely and I thought I understood it, I'm beginning to really understand it now. I'm beginning to truly understand what that meant. In that it's not just, walk your path and just see the beauty. It's about be the beauty. Because you're part of that environment. You're part of everything that's going on. Your energy needs to match that. And more and more will manifest in your life. So we're being asked to simply look around us, feel it, embrace it, and we're not, that way, we're not working as hard. When we can just sit and embrace it, feel it, really enjoy it, that's when things start happening in a much more effortless way. We're not working so hard. We're not forcing things to happen. We're just allowing things to happen because we're in the flow then. We're in the alignment of what is happening. So we become a part of, as I said, of what is happening. And we begin to really see the love. We really begin to see the beauty and the faith and all of those lovely things, peace, dream, all those lovely words. But we begin to see it around us, and we begin to see it in people. And so we begin to respond to things differently. And because of that, things will start changing very quickly. My feeling is that, unfortunately, I feel like it's going to be prolonged a little bit longer because of people's worrying and concern. There is healing. It's already healed, but people want to just keep chewing on that bone. And my feeling is that there's going to be some more intense stuff coming, especially towards the end of the year. I don't want to go into it quite deeply at the moment, but there's some feelings that I have personally about what's coming up. And so if we do not get in alignment now, if we do not prepare ourselves now, it's going to be even harder struggle later. However, in the early part of next year, things will begin to, lessen, and we will reap what we have sowed, so to speak. But it's moving into something extremely positive, but we just have to heal what is not working. And so the sooner we can do that, the sooner we can move into the more positive stuff. Look, where we're going is absolutely amazing. It's just we're right in that time of extreme healing. So become a part of what is happening. Feel it. If you're fearful, feel the fear. Why? Follow it. Where's the fear in you? Where is it sitting? Get it out of your body. It won't come out of your body if you try to ignore it, right? Feel it. How can you transform that into something beautiful? Because fear is your friend as well. Fear is there to remind you, perhaps you shouldn't go that way. But if you're feeling scared and excited, then you should probably do it, right? That's my feeling. That's how I've lived my life. I'm scared and excited. I think I'll do it. So... all right, so the important thing is embrace this change, really embrace it. And if you make time to align yourself, or you know, because that's loving yourself, isn't it? That's when you love yourself with the energy, the divine energy, right? And the more and more you can do that, then you will automatically act from that alignment, from that space of grace, so to speak. And your choices and your thoughts are also aligned to that higher energy. And only good can come from that, right? But if you cannot align yourself first, then you will only continue as you're going. Nothing's going to change because you're acting from the same space that created the situation, the same thoughts, the same actions that created all of this in the first place. So we're just going to do more of the same. How can we possibly change something from a space of where we've come from? No, we have to think a little bit more expansive, a little bit more out of the box. But you're not going to do that if you're going to stay in the same energy. So aligning yourself is part of that expansion. When we align ourselves, we're expanding ourselves. We're reconnecting with the universe. How expansive is that? That's wonderful. So changing the head space, changing the heart space in order to create differently. So of course, as I said, I'm a great advocate for meditation. Right now, it's an amazing tool to help you reconnect and realign with all that. It's something that I'm working very much with at the moment in my meditation groups, and with some of the meditations that I'm putting up online. If you haven't seen them, yeah, I'm finally on the YouTube thing doing meditations, woohoo! But thanks to my friend Jerome, who in New York, who's helping me put it all together. He's the technical whiz there. And you know, just subscribe to that if you need to, or wherever you need to go, with whomever you feel aligned with. Just do the work. 5 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day will change a lot in your life. It really will, and you will feel so much healthier. It is about health right now. It is about loving yourself, and that's the healthiest thing you can do for yourself. So, from my heart to your heart, there is only love. And I hope that you really make the time to look at what's going on for you right now, and where is the healing that needs to happen. As I said, for local people, I have a meditation group. You can do it online. I also have a little introduction thing for coach, you know, getting clarity on where you're at and what you need to do and what's holding you back. And if you're interested, just PM me, you know, personal message, and I'll tell you all about that. So that's it from me today. I'm going to go out and enjoy the sunshine. It's beautiful out there today. Why wouldn't I? So namaste, aho, blessings, all of those lovely things from my heart, from the universal heart to your heart. Thank you so much. Love, love, love.